One world has just crashed and isn't loading any maps. I'm going to load the table again.
Why don't I start recording and then use nasal spray? Fuck's sake. Enjoy that experience, anyone who watches this.
Like 4 people in the world.
At least I didn't use anal spray.
Right, stop back.
I think that would be against the YouTube terms of service.
Only if I show it.
Only if you have a
What,
gun
you're
in
not
your
allowed
hands
to
while it's happening.
You're not allowed to stream on YouTube if you use anal spray?
Yeah.
I'd imagine so.
They come to your house and they check.
So we ended last week with you guys having taken a look at the Temple of Knowledge in the Palace Quarter, discovering a now extinct group in infiltrators, I suppose, that had been dispatched and dumped, seemingly by their own people, at the base of a large tunnel coming up from the underground.
Yeah.
And you had arranged to have this filled in, I believe, and
Yes.
to have guards posted on the door 24/7 until further action was taken. You also recovered a host of magic items that seemingly had been taken from both the drow bodies that you had slaughtered and it looked like trophies or treasures, trophies of war that had been taken by the drow to deprive the defenders of the city of a modicum of power. There wasn't a full discussion on who has what, because I know Jed posted up during the week about the boots, I think it was.
I'm claiming them. Fuck 'em.
I think I got the cloak of Arachnida and the dagger of venom. Maybe the fucking braces. But I didn't want to take. There's like 5 items that were good for me, and I didn't want to take them all. So.
Suck it.
I have hundreds. I'm going to split.
Have a good night, Sam.
Split. See you, Sam.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
So next on the agenda, and the bastion was set up, and there was construction work going on there. A place had been found. It's midweek now, but a series of interviews and a recruitment drive was put on, and there's a series of interviews being held, and recommended names to be looked into this Friday. It's still daytime of the same day that you visited. I'm totally just going to get this name and stick it into my fucking head once and for all. Ironside. This same day you visited Ironside, so you had gone to you checked out your new digs, and then you had gone to the Temple of Knowledge. And leaving there just after midday. Is there anything, what would you like to do today?
So we just went to see Ironside and gave him the briefing, right? So what about the prisoner that we handed in? Has she been mulched or whatever?
Oh, she was taken away by guards. That was like...
I mean, her usefulness is probably, done. We met Celine. Jed reads mind. She knows Hale. Oh, yeah, we met that bird that's a fucking thief woman. What other leads did we have?
Baron's house.
Yeah? Farron, yes, of course. Shall we go...
we've still got the tunnel if we... Like, we didn't go exploring the tunnel originally because we didn't feel comfortable. We weren't supplied. So we got a Farron's house, which Ironside did say was a little bit awkward.
Well, we just don't want to piss off the entire elite of the city because they'll fucking hate us all.
Yeah.
It's a new day. We've long rested.
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Great.
Yeah, I've got the dagger, the cloak, and the braces of archery.
Well, cool. As long as somebody's keeping a list and you've written them all down, that's fine.
I've got the Javelin of Lightning in my character's inventory, so I'm assuming I took that.
Can someone take the oath bow just to have?
Why don't you take it just to have, because you're the only person that could make use of it.
Fine. Fuck it, I'll take the oath bow. I'm not going to use it though.
Got it.
Anyone fancy that necklace?
Nah.
Mm. Might take a necklace because the Javelin doesn't need attunement.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
While wearing this necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment. So, like, encased in
I mean, I can breathe
encased in
underwater.
cement. Encased in cement, you can breathe normally. Like, that's pretty sick.
Vacuum of space, baby. Yeah. Any environment.
Oh yeah, space even better. Cool. Yeah, let's show. Well, boss man, what do you think? We should go investigate this Farron fella.
Well, I think that's our only remaining option, isn't
Oh,
it?
oh, we could run around like headless chickens in these in the sewers if that sounds more appealing.
No, I think Farron is our only option remaining, so... And I say we try and, stake out. Try and keep an eye on him, not maybe confront him straight away.
All right. Well, I'm one for subtlety. I can hide in the shadows and see what's going on.
Oh, you and Farron are very well versed at that, Larry, so...
Scouting then. Investigation.
So
Seems to be the likely alternative.
Okay.
the Farron Manor is a few clicks south, still within the city walls, down amongst the dock quarter. It stands out because it's surrounded by vineyard to the south, and it's, imagine, in a rather poor-ish area. Approaching it, you can see the house up on a cliff, the cliff's edge, with sloping vineyards in front of it.
Ooh,
And it looks a little something like this.
this
Yeah.
this looks like a terrain I see in my dreams. It's an odd thing to say, but there is a place that looks a bit like this that I frequently dream about. I don't know.
Oh.
More than once, not frequently, but you know, you have like places that you go back to in your dreams that aren't real places.
Yeah.
One looks a bit like this.
All the terraced farms and things, or
Mainly, yeah, the vineyard side
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
So it is like terraced, and there's a slope. So we've got the actual. You can see the walls and the tops of these kind of outdoor gazebos. But say, for instance, from outside, you couldn't see the flower beds. The vineyard is not enormous. It's just a few acres. And the perimeter wall that goes around it stops off map just a little bit after this. So it's got this long driveway up to it. It looks like some sort of farmhouse or worker's house or storage barn or something on the this would be north is towards me on the table.
Yeah.
South is the opposite end. So
Makes sense.
this would be the west side, is the city side where Karen and Perseus and Larry are.
Good. Are we just gonna stroll up and say hello, or do you want me to sneak around the back and have a look see?
let's have a sit up on the hill up here and have a watch.
Well, we could split
So-
up. We could split up if me and you want to be all sneaky like, and the other two want to just be all charismatic and talky.
Talkative types.
Karen, charismatic and talky.
Sorry,
it.
before you just get onto the board, there is
Yeah.
a gate, and there are guards on it. The guards are wearing the livery of red and gold, and they,
Plant C4 on the
which is not City Watch or anything. It looks like his personal house guard, something like that.
Got it.
Yeah.
And are they
private security.
where they would be off guard, and so we would have to sneak onto it?
Yeah, there's ways into this place, obviously, capable people like you.
Yeah.
There's a park out to the west, and then that's kind of like his private gardens out to the west, and then there's over the walls to the north. Or if you wanted to do some, daring cliff raid, I suppose that's an option. There's ways in, but there are guards at the gate. They're just chatting to themselves. They're not particularly paying attention. They don't expect anything. It's only after lunch, and it's there's ample wall frontage that is not guarded.
Regardless, I think if we can boost up over the wall and have a look in through the vineyards, it's likely to be occupied by workers, but it can look like a worker.
It's the winter now, so I don't know. It might not be, but there might be one or two, I suppose, doing the jobs, fixing fences, fixing vines, things like that.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, well, give us a perception check.
Yep.
Or anyone who's poking their head over the wall, give us a perception check.
Yeah, I think I'll stick my head over and have a look.
I've
I've got pretty good eyes.
What is my perception? Plus 20 total.
I don't know why my dice didn't roll, it just froze in the air.
Okay. Yeah, sure it did when you rolled a 1. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw that
did it?
too.
Oh, I was going to say, if you want to count that one, you can count that one. I didn't
No,
see
no,
what
no,
number it
no,
landed
it's
on.
fine. It's fine. I'll
25
give them a
with another
pass.
20.
I'm not curious. I'm sure I can just hide if I climb over the wall. So I'm not rolling. I'm flavoring it.
All right,
Who rolled
who rolled the crit?
I did.
Woo!
With
Okay.
about 20.
Biggest dickus over here.
And yeah,
I got a 25 as well in total.
yeah, you stick your heads over and you can see, it just comes into view at the time. You can see a guard patrolling the outskirts of this kind of patio area, a pair of guards. Here is slightly higher than the gardens out to the west and the southwest, and you can see a group of guards, pair of guards, patrolling these gardens as well.
Can we drop figures? Can we drop tokens down on the map? If we get these red ones. If we know
okay,
that is
so
approximate, that's fine.
The guys are way out west. They're like
Yeah.
another 50 feet out west near the wall.
Yeah,
so
fine. Yeah.
they're not. Yeah, and then the two guys are up here when you see them come into view.
Oh, I need a
Okay.
real small large
Again,
for
they're
this.
chatting. Yeah, and just note the scale of the grid. This is a much larger scale map.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I put my character on the map.
But-
It's like a scale down.
But don't worry about scaling the red guys.
Yeah, fine. I know that they are approximations.
And they are, as you were
Oh,
talking,
wait, I pressed it.
moving
I've
around.
opened a decal menu. What the fuck? It's fine. I've got rid of it. But that was weird.
And sorry, I know the map is nighttime, because that's when I figured you'd approach, but it's daytime.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just go fucking knock on the front door and say hello. Punch the guy in the face. Inside says you're a bitch.
And they're the front gate guards, which again is off map.
Yeah.
So there's 3 pairs in total. I'll just put one here to represent that. Don't bother scaling it.
If Larry wants to walk up on the gate, that's fine.
No,
The
I
vineyard
didn't
is
say
uphill
that.
of
I
the
wanna
house?
Sneak.
Yeah.
No, the other way around, Jed. The house
so
is on
this
a kind of
is uphill.
plateau on the cliff.
Okay. Yeah, great.
Oh, I just hit my
And it's
hat.
probably 80, 100 feet drop into the ocean.
Got it.
The house is 2 stories. You can really only see the second story from your angles here.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure, Farron. What do you think?
The vineyard isn't heavily occupied by workers. It's going to be the easiest way of getting up onto the house.
Sorry,
We
what
have-
we'll do is we'll
yeah.
put a worker out here as well.
Yeah.
That the tokens represent possible groups, so that will be 2 or 3 guys fixing vineyards.
Yeah.
You know,
When we
Yeah.
looked at the maps for the sewer, were there any links underneath
Ooh.
this place for a exit down by the water?
Jeez, this motherfucker's thinking with his brain.
oh,
Holy
it's dangerous.
shit. Holy shit.
No, there wasn't. Not near here.
So-
Not far from here, down the coast, probably further to the south.
So they're
Boys.
probably using like a long drop.
And a short stop.
What he does is he has a wizard build a permanent portal underneath the toilet.
Ooh,
And,
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Conference.
Oh shit, I'm recording the wrong mic. Hold on.
or you just use like move dirt magic and dig a little cove into the sea.
Absolutely.
Oh god.
Permanent
I
magical
think,
septic tank.
Truthfully, best to come back at night. But we can always go knock some fucking skulls. It does not bother.
So I
Hold on.
Hey everybody, I'm Rick Beato. David Gilmore is
Oh,
Jetty.
I've got to check
Don't
something.
know.
I've got to check something. Sorry, bear with me.
Oh,
Good.
certainly, yeah. For the drow coming in under the house.
Oh yeah, the drow come from underground, 100%.
Recording's working. Sorry, I was paranoid for a second there.
So you guys have crossed the lake a few times during your lives, but you are not. I don't believe. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but none of us, are familiar with the lake. None of us are
I'm not from around
seafarers,
here.
for want of a better word, or.
I'm
No.
not from around here.
Parachute isn't
exactly,
from around
so-
there either.
So,
I'm
you will
definitely
have
based
seen. You will have seen lots of fishing craft, pleasure craft, for the wealthier, and rowing boats pitched up along the lake outside houses. You would imagine, even though you can't see the cliff, you
If
would
we're
imagine
going
that there's
to,
probably something here.
be clandestine at night, maybe going by water may be best suited.
Well, I think if we're coming by any time, we need to see what the guards are like at night compared to the guards during the day.
I do not fear the god.
We're trying to be stealthy, Karen, not cause a bloodbath.
You only have to be stealthy till you have proof. Once proof, you no need for stealth.
So
We
are
also
we?
have to be
What I'm
careful.
what I'm trying to say is, are we gonna say hello and then while someone says hello, we sneak in and search for evidence, or are we just gonna all sneak in and try and find it at night? Maybe we should interview this fella first.
I don't want him to get suspicious. I don't want him to like double the guards and make our job more difficult if we do need to investigate.
Makes sense.
I'm thinking we send in Larry, Fern, with you two are the scouts, the stealthiest ones of our little group. So I think you two go in, me and Khan keep an eye on things, but maybe we should come here at night and see what the guards are like.
It is shame Sutton is shitting his eyes out back at the house. He could have used his writing to, pretend he's making story on fucking man we go to see.
Well, Larry did warn him
Shame
not to
he's
mess
got
in the
this.
poison garden.
Any cover results in increased security. We approach the man, we say we are investigating assassinations, we hope that he is not a threat, he increases security.
Oh,
We approach the man saying that we think he is suspicious, he increases security. We approach the man saying he is interesting and we would like to know what he did during the war because we are journalists, he increases security. We approach the man and say we would like to sell him chocolate, he increases security.
Which is what I wish to avoid.
so leave with one choice. You'll come in at night and
We approached the man with a knife in his back.
You cannot afford to let him see us coming.
I do that in private, thank you. I'm down for a sneak.
Yeah. I think we come back at night, see if the guards are less. If they're less, you two go
guards
in.
will be
Oh,
more-
we could even just decide that we didn't come here in the daytime. We actually just came here at night. That'll work. Maybe. I don't know.
But then what did we do for the whole day?
Wank.
Hang out in our home?
Drink beer and wank.
I'm not used to having a home. Dunno.
get supplies. Some potions, minor things may help.
All right, so you drop your heads over from over the walls and have a stroll around before you kind of deciding what you're going to do.
Yeah, maybe Khan's got the right idea. Go and gather supplies and then come back here at night.
Sure.
Just prepare for a fight, but go in hoping not to get one, eh?
And do those supplies involve a rowing boat? And ropes and hooks and whatever?
Submarine.
I think that's maybe a good idea. We have submarine. He can breathe underwater with that ring. We just drop him in
Necklace.
necklace, ring. Same difference.
Yeah.
Drop you in there like Terminator.
I mean, if you could go in that way, yeah. At the very, very worst, Percy serves as a distraction while the rest of us enter.
Oh, but
That
you've got
would
the
be-
boots of Elven kind now.
I do.
Oh, shit. Wait, no. What did Percy get?
The
I've got the
necklace that lets you
javelin
breathe
and the
underwater.
necklace.
Yeah.
Of adaptation. You can breathe. Well, you can go. Yeah, you could just sit at the bottom of the lake.
Paladin climbs out of the water and stands on the dock.
Mm.
Yeah, just glistering in wet chainmail.
Be AFK
That's
just a second, guys.
distraction. Yeah, that would certainly be one hell of a distraction. Just Perseus like dripping wet, standing on the dock.
Maybe we try to enter up these up the cliffs here.
All right, back. All right, so what's the plan? Disappear off, head back to home base, and plan?
I think so.
Yeah, I think a supply run. We want to go get supplies and shit, don't we?
What supplies?
Well, like I have no health potions. I don't have any rope. Do you guys have all that?
A rope?
Everyone
Doesn't
has a
have
rope,
rope.
right? Everyone always has a rope, right? You just start with it and you random shit, right?
My backpack doesn't start a rope. Paladins don't start.
What
with
kind
rope.
of shit backpack did you choose, Amy?
Yeah, we can get climbing kits.
You don't
Yeah,
have an
yeah.
adventurous pack? I mean, what's that about?
I think it is.
I think,
Well, I don't know what it is. Hang
A
on.
couple of health pots would
You
be
don't have a
definitely-
backpack. Oh wait, yeah, you do.
I do.
You've
I just
got
can't remember what it is.
lamp, rations, robe, tinderbox, and a blanket. Holy water. That's a shitty shitty
Priest kit,
backpack.
maybe, yeah.
I think it's like the what is it? Paladins backpack, whatever it is. Like,
Priest's kit, maybe.
yeah, priests. A kit, I think it is.
Oh.
It's fine.
Pardon me. Sorry, that was horrendous.
Oh.
But regardless, yeah, so if we know that there are guards patrolling in the woods here, guards walking on the north side patio, guards at the gate in the northwest, northeast, then coming in off the southwest would
North is
be
that way.
advantageous. North is this way.
Yeah, so coming out off the water. Yeah, I guess.
Coming in off the water, if we're able to do that, would be great. And we can either come in and around the coast. Percy walks in and up on the dock, something like that. Then that's fine.
That's
the
going to
rest
be a
of
bit
us-
fucking shifty when he just appears on the docks.
And
Yeah.
so just to say as well that the wall is here.
Yeah.
So the vertical drop from the edge of the patio to the base of the vineyard is about 15 feet.
Okay.
And it kind of lowers to about 10 feet by over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
I'm pretty well set for scouting options, whether that is sending in my familiar, whether that's casting clairvoyance, whether that's literally making one or two of us invisible, what have you. So we can definitely get a good look in, and I can quite confidently get a couple of us in.
I can get angry and increase my stealth score.
Absolutely. What am I on? I'm on a 4th level slot now. I can hit 3 people with invisibility. On a spell slot.
Okay, so let's say we're making these plans back at HQ.
Yeah.
So you just
Yeah.
make your way back. Yeah. There is, by the way, health potions in that hall from last week.
Oh yeah. Let's do I even have identify? I don't have identify, but yeah, we need to work out what some of those potions are. That's something
Sure.
if we've got time to do that, Gav.
I'll give you one. So we'll have to scroll back up and
Is
as
there,
in,
is
one
there a red
identified-
one?
No, you can identify the health potions. You know the
Yeah.
health potions of healing.
We send one
they're-
of our underlings to go and grab some health potions and stuff when we're back at the bastion. If we give him money.
We've got a lab, and I've got I can, if I long rest in the bastion, I get a free casting of identify. Actually, that's what it is.
So there'll be one long rest from now until like midnight.
So it's going to be like a full day of just light activity.
It'll be dark at about 8 p.m. at
Hmm.
this longitude, whatever.
Same thing.
I'm trying to find the list of
Latitude.
magic items. There were. Oh, shit, I never wrote down the number. I just called it out last week. I think it was like 4 potions of healing. There was one less than all of yous, and not all of yous. There was 5 last week, so they were basic potions of healing.
All right, so we all have one
Yeah,
of
we-
those each. Easy.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's
Yeah.
the 2d4 plus 2. It's the
Mhm.
crappy ones. There was also a clear potion. The liquid within, almost with no meniscus and like almost entirely invisible, and just kind of. And then there was another yellow potion, who you don't know. You've no idea what it is. Seems to be some sort of salt or something soot swirling in it.
The clear stuff, I know what that is. I'm guessing it's a potion
Metagaming.
of
Oh my
invisibility.
god.
I'm guessing because it's principally invincible, it's probably a potion of invisibility. That would be an educated guess on my behalf. The salt
kidding.
powder.
It's salt suspended in a liquid.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's spray it on my
Okay.
nostril and see if it cleans out my other nostril.
I would like to identify that. I get a free cast of identify per long rest. So
For the yellowish one with the stuff suspended in it.
yeah,
It
and
is.
unless there's any other requests from the gang, yeah.
It's a potion of comprehension.
Okay.
I am going to urinate. Sorry.
So you guys have a bunch of ropes between you. Maybe not everyone has everything, but you have rope, I'm sure. And there's probably a grappling hook, I assume. Quickly available.
Or we could have the smithy make one.
Exactly. It's a pretty easy thing to have sorted out. Is regarding the purchase of potions or anything else. So no kind of formal connection has been made between, say, for instance, your organization and a particular apothecary or healer in the city. But there's surely people who sell these type of things out there. You've never really been in a position where you would be able to purchase them in the past, but now with the finances that you have, these things might be able to be sorted out. So a dog's body could be sent out. Your any of the peons that are in this building can probably be sent out for something.
Yeah.
If you wanted to take that route, you could write up a shopping list and you can see what you can get in a day.
I was thinking an extra potion each would probably be.
Apologies, I've urinated.
handy.
What did we
How much
conclude?
coinage do we all have? That's the question.
I got 500, baby.
650.
I got 307.
Why?
I have
What do you want
665
my
I've
money
got.
for?
buying potions.
I could buy it.
Yeah,
Okay.
buying equipment basically.
I mean, we've got one. That's fine, right? No, that's not saying I'm stingy, but like, come on. Even more than one each? Come on now.
See how standard healing potion is normally like 50 to 75 gold, isn't it?
Oh, can we have do we have enough time to attune to an item?
We've got
Got
the
a long
day, so
rest,
sure, yeah.
You've got a lot. Yeah, you've essentially got a long rest.
Okay, in that case, I would like.
But light activity is not you guys going out shopping for 8 hours. Light activity is you hanging around organizing things.
Telling
tying
our
your shoes and
servants to do
sharpening your
shit.
knives, yeah.
Issuing orders.
Employees.
That's what we're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm attuning to my cloak that lets me walk on walls then.
Very good. If anyone else is attuning to an item, please shout it out.
I tuned to the necklace of adaptability. I'm doing that now.
Cool.
That's the only other item I can attune to.
No, because I have no items to attune to at all. Or
So you don't want the earth bow?
The what?
Oath bow.
No, I'm not. I'm not using ranged like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did you take the handy haversack?
Yes, I did actually.
Beautiful.
Good. Because we basically said that can't just have that for food and shit.
Just fill it with spices, fill it with
Yeah,
ingredients.
full of ingredients. Yeah.
Fill it with flour. Of infinite bread.
Yeah, fresh bread every day.
Hell yeah,
Courtesy of Khan.
even in hell dimension.
So let's see.
I'm willing
So
to buy a couple potions if I can from my 500.
Well, if each of us has enough money, maybe we should just get an extra potion each. Because I can afford an extra potion.
How much potions? Something ridiculous.
I think it's 50 to 75 gold for just a basic one, isn't it? For healing.
Yeah. around that price.
Well, I gave myself 500 gold when I made the character, so... So I'll buy 2. Yes?
Well, I want to hear the total amount of them being
Uh,
bought to see what's
I'll add
available.
1, so...
Don't add them yet.
50.
Just tell me how many in total you're buying.
That'll be 2.
So Karn's buying 2.
Well, no, I'm buying 1. If Gex is buying 1, that's 2, isn't it?
Well,
Or do you
no,
want
I said he was
per
buying
person?
2.
Ah,
I need to know, like, as in the shop is only going to have so many.
yeah, I only want
Why
1
don't
for
you
myself.
tell us how many, and then we'll buy them all.
Okay, there'll be 4, and there'll be 100 gold pieces each.
Sick. I'll buy 2 and give 1 to somebody else because I've got 500 gold for some reason. Someone else can buy the other 2.
Level 5 supposed to start with like.
Yeah, more gold.
All right, then there we go. I bought 2. I'll keep 1. I'll give 1
Okay.
to Khan. Fuck it. No, you were buying 1. I'll give 1 to Fer.
Yeah, I'll buy 1 anyway.
Thank you.
All right, there's still 1 going. You've only bought 3.
Right. I'll buy the last one then.
All right.
I already have
So-
1 on my sheet, so I think I probably already did give myself 1 on the end of last week. So I'm going to go with I've got 2. That'll work.
All right, so one of the guards comes back looking a bit sheepish because they cost so much more than you guys expected.
So
But
because his yearly wage.
yeah, pretty much. This type of thing that, you know, whole villages would chip in to buy for somebody who's dying or something like that. But you have 4 of these now. You had your smith knock up a rudimentary grappling hook, and you have your ropes. All that is required is a long walk by a paladin wearing plate mail underwater, or a boat. I don't know. Is there anything else you'd like to prep?
Do we want to see about getting a small boat?
I mean, we could try and see how much
You
it'll
know, just
cost.
requisition one with our fucking badge. Wait, did we get
Yeah.
badges yet? I forget.
Yeah, we got the badges.
Hell yeah. I need your
I assume-
car to chase the criminals or whatever.
Deal a
just
small
wanna-
boat, but
We
Hey,
just want
Gab.
to commandeer someone's boat.
Hey Gav, can I sell my
Why not?
leather armor?
You can, yeah.
Oh, it's like 10 gold. Like 5 gold for it or something?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, cool. Get rid of that. Boom. I got 5 gold back. The art of the deal, baby!
That's the thing. See, I do
Um,
want to replace my chainmail at some point, but plate is so fucking expensive.
Yeah. I say, yeah, we find a fisherman, give him 10 gold for his boat, and then kill him so he can't talk, and then take the 10 gold back.
I mean, if we're gonna, yeah, we can rent a boat for the evening because we're going
Or
night
that.
fishing
That
on
works too.
Lake Verdania.
Yeah. Don't
Right,
have to
and what
kill
time
someone.
does this escapade happen at?
I mean, we can send somebody out in the afternoon to, you know, to arrange to borrow it for the night, and then we leave at I don't know 8.
All right, so the sun sets. There's still light in the sky, but because you're in the valley, this wide valley, obviously, gets dark. The sun doesn't set probably till 9, but it's dark here at 8.
Yeah.
And as you arrive down to the docks further to the south, a good probably kilometer further to the south, in a little cove that has lots of jetties of kind of wood jutting out. It's lots of fishing trawlers and stuff. You go down with the guard who made the deal, and you can find the fisherman who has his boat ready. It's a small boat, probably about 20 feet long, thin, or a narrow-beamed vessel with a sail and a kind of whatchamacallit, an overhanging kind of net crane, not crane, winch type system for hauling up a net. And yeah, this guy, he's sitting by the boat waiting for you.
We should have brought.
Wait, he's waiting for us, or have we arranged to meet him here? Sorry.
He's waiting for you.
Okay. Wait.
We'll bring rods and nets with us, I suppose.
Didn't make it. What kind of fishermen go out at night?
Sorry, I went to sleep for a
Night
second there.
fishing's,
Did we like? Did we like
common thing.
hire a guy to meet us here? Or we just
we-
walked
You
down?
hired a boat, but
Okay.
We've sent an
This
underling out
fisherman-
to rent a boat for us.
and his family life blood is the fish from the lake. He is
Yeah.
not going to give his boat to a bunch of strangers that he is not.
No, yeah. No, I literally blacked out for a second because I was playing guitar, so I missed a step. Sorry, I put the guitar down.
Stop distracting yourself, Gex.
I'm sorry. If I'm sat at my computer, I just play guitar. Can't help it. I can absolutely help.
So, all aboard on the boat then.
Good evening. Good evening, good sir. How's the
You're right.
shrimp this time of year?
No shrimp in here.
Well,
So you just want me with you?
sure. Why not?
I mean,
I can't
No.
drive a boat for shit.
Oh.
All right. Well, hop on.
Thank you. You're doing a
Having been like early in Fern's backstory, having grown up around kind of fishing folk, I don't know. I'll say something to put the guy at ease, indicate that maybe we know what we're doing.
shiver me timbers.
Yes, that's what I was. Yes.
I'm gonna be draped in a big black cloak because I don't want to look too weird.
Okay, you just look like a big block of black weird now.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. No worries. He's wary of you, obviously, and as you step down onto the boat, the whole weight of it shifts, and he shifts further back in the boat to kind of counterbalance it. And before long, you're out and underway. And in fact, when you look across the lake, you can see people fishing.
Yeah.
Just as the light fades, you can see lanterns being lit that are being hung from beams coming off the masts to attract fish up to them.
Hmm.
You can see fishermen
Clever.
throwing out big circular nets into the sea, letting them sink and hauling them back up again.
What-
Um,
What is this guy's name?
this guy's name is Varka.
Well, Varka, and I'm going to start tying some weights onto a net, something like that. I'll wait a little bit until we're away from the water. Away from the-
calm is the water? Is it rocky?
No, it's pretty calm. Like I was saying, it's coming into winter. It is a bit windy. It's definitely kind of cold out here. There is a wind. You're zigzagging up river against it, but you know.
Larry's having feeling a little bit queasy,
Hmm.
leaning against the side of the boat, feeling a bit bilious.
All right, and as you pull across out of the cove, you can see jutting out of the landmass, which is nearly running straight north to south, this high kind of promontory with the Farron Manor on top of it.
Mm.
It doesn't seem that far away, but it takes about 30 minutes to get there. He seems to be zigzagging up against the wind, and eventually what you can see is the promontory goes into a kind of a shale beach at the base of a cliff, and then out around the promontory you can see a dark pier, its lantern not lit. Neither is the one that is depicted here on the map. And then it runs up the jagged coast and further all the way up towards the palace. And the defensive structure of the castle that sits on a little small island off the shore, connected by this great big drawbridge, a defensive measure put into place a few hundred years ago when the castle and its structure and the palace was founded.
Mm.
So the guy has been paid 10 gold, so he is not asking questions. He doesn't care. He doesn't seem interested. He's staring off at the stars. He's checking the waters. But he's not an idiot.
Sure.
Now,
So, should I take a plunge?
Well, you gotta just like walk up there or something.
You're gonna drop, yeah. Just zombie it. I am gonna whack my goggles of night vision on though, so I can now see 60 feet in the dark. I do imagine it would be pretty dark at the bottom of the water, depending on how
Yeah.
deep it is, because
Mm.
the thing of
Oh.
jumping in is you don't know actually
What's down there?
how deep it goes.
Well, anyone
Good
native
to,
to the city would know it gets deep pretty quick. You're probably 100 feet from the cliff's edge.
Could drop a plunge line to find out how deep it goes, but
Nah,
It's
just
risky.
go for it.
tie a rope round you. Okay, so where are we on here? Are we like off the map still?
We're like out here somewhere.
You're still kind of down just about to come onto the map around here. You've been
Okay.
directing them. Just go and take a little left, take a
We
little right.
use like the fucking blue one to mark as our boat.
So
yes, but I'm going to change the blue slightly.
that's the boat. That's the vessel. What are you doing?
Well,
Um.
I'm gonna pray that we hit land soon, because I'm fucking.
What's the name of the fisherman again? Sorry.
Farka.
Parker.
Farker, can you maybe get us a little bit closer to that land over there?
Where?
Just over there, and I want to point towards the mansion.
Okay. Yeah. Move the boat closer.
Right.
I don't think my friend Larry's doing so well.
I was not made for the seafaring life.
I'm gonna bring the keg of beer I stole from that pub and open it up, have a drink, and offer some to our friend here. To entertain himself with.
All right. Yeah, he'll reach into a little kind of box he has down on the seat underneath him, pull out a kind of wooden cup, take some off you. Won't say no to a bit of booze.
So I think we should get a bit closer. We want to end up like around here.
Look, lads, if
Well-
you end up on the dock there, I can get you there.
Well, why don't
Close
we
to the
like
dock.
go to the left of the dock where the rocks are and where it's not brightly lit?
Well,
The
there's
dock's
no
not
lights
lit.
on the
We've been-
docks.
we've-
Yeah, the
we've been
docks
told
aren't
that the
lit.
dock isn't lit.
Yeah, docks
Okay.
aren't
Dock-
lit. Light up
The
there's
uphill
not
from the
lit.
dock is not lit.
Let's fucking go. Let's get to land, boys.
I'm just worried.
Okay,
Worried that
so
obviously
there?
these drow can see at night, so it doesn't
telling-
necessarily
What I
have
was
to be lit.
I know what I'd like to do. Before we get too close, I have taken an invocation that lets my familiar fly now.
They
Okay.
fly now?
Yeah, exactly.
Christ.
They fly now. Yeah. And so I'll just go and take a look. Let's take a little look, and I'll just throw it into the fucking air.
And where are you directing them to take a look?
Around the dock area, maybe to see if there's anything up here looking around it.
Right, so up, he's itching to go.
Yeah.
But up here is, like I said, about 80, 90 feet above ocean level.
Yeah.
The cliffs drop down in like 20-foot jumps, basically. Like down here is about 15 feet of slippery rock to get up.
Yep.
But yeah, he'll fly up, flutter out of sight, out of your sight, and he'll flutter around. He'll come back, and let's give him a perception check.
Yeah, where's its stats? It has a 40-foot fly speed. It's, as you know, perma-invisible. Perception, on the other hand...
It has a wisdom of
Yeah,
plus
but
0.
Yeah, it's a flat wisdom, yeah. So we'll roll it.
Passive perception of 10. So yeah, its perception is 0.
15.
15. All right, and then just... It's all clear.
I trust you.
Comes back down.
All the same. Varka, the moment we can get onto this, I suggest you move away from the dock again.
Stay close but in shadows, hopefully, though. Like,
Well,
we may need him to get away.
we can signal.
Yeah, that won't be too bad, actually.
What'll that signal be then?
I'm just having a look to see what I can do to signal to him.
I mean, I
We
can
could do a
fucking
light
message
3
him.
times.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah.
Like
What's the range on
shine
message? Is it 120 feet?
It's not enough.
That's what I mean. No, what is the range on that?
Yeah, 120.
Yeah. So you can get 120 feet off, and you'll be able to signal to him.
It's nighttime. We could literally just get a lantern and just flash it 1.
It's not a hell of
2,
a lot, but yeah,
3.
we could just like, yeah. Yeah, we could, shine a light at him. He'll see it from across the lake. Or
I could
a while
fire
away.
a guiding bolt into the air.
Let's assume that we might want to cast that guiding bolt.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that a
Well, how
cantrip?
long do you want to whirl away for you?
Yeah.
How long will you be?
If
For
we're
an hour?
more than an hour and a half, just assume that we've gone somewhere else. We found another way out.
All right. And he'll reach his hand out to Karen again with an empty cup.
I'll give him.
I,
I'll give him that 5 gold I earned from my leather armor, just as a little tip to incentive for him to remain.
I'm gonna take a big old fucking chug from the keg and then just this keep you entertained. Make sure you watch for us though.
All right. I'll wait.
Maybe those last 5, Larry, up when he picks us up.
Oh, yeah, that's a better idea. I'll hold on to these.
All right. He will say, he'll point and say, I'm going to sail the boat over to here, and I'll wave you there. So he sails upwind. You manage to scramble with the help of Karen up the slippery stone.
I was just gonna suggest we use the grappling hook, throw it up there. Into fucking
And you're
as
Put
we
it-
hit the dock.
Well, you're not hitting the dock, you're hitting the rocks.
As we hit the rocks, then I will cast invisibility on the other 3.
Okay. Is it
Can I-
greater invisibility?
It's regular invisibility, so it will last an hour.
And
I thought regular
while
invisibility was shorter than that. But cool. Okay.
Greater
While
invisibility
you're-
is shorter, but it means you can do a bunch of shit while doing it. Lesser
Yeah.
ability is.
I had them mixed up, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
because
while-
I remember seeing like, sorry, tangent. I remember seeing greater invisibility. And I was like, why the fuck is that a 4th level spell, and then I realized you can just attack and stay invisible, which is insanely
Yeah.
overpowered.
Yeah, that's when I cast it on Death Row, wasn't it?
Yep. Yep.
That's when I realised how good Great Invisibility is.
Yep. Insanely OP. So we're invisible. Okay, that's a good start.
But just before Baron casts that, because if I cast a spell, is it only if I cast an attack spell it drops invisibility, or if I do anything it drops it?
Let me read it. It might be if you cast a spell.
I think it's if you take an action.
No, it's not. It's not if you take an action. Very firmly.
Okay. So
but-
when I enter
Well, I
rage,
just kind of guessed that one.
Right, where are you?
if you cast a spell, it will end. So yeah, if you need to do something before I cast
Okay,
that, then
so before you cast that, I'm going to quickly cast Aid on you three. So let's see.
Right, cool,
Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the next 8 hours.
Oh, sick.
yeah,
All right.
That's
So
plus
5
5
temp.
temp. Yeah.
you can do that on the boat. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, it's not
And
10,
Vic,
it's your
you were
hit point
saying
max.
about rage. Can you hold a rage? Yeah.
I can constantly use my bonus action to
Hold
keep my
your
rage going as long up for 10 minutes. So
Right.
now if I activate rage, does it break thingy?
Invisibility.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
I'd
think
rather
so.
get it activated first. Yeah, okay.
it is specifically if you make an attack roll, cast a spell, or deal damage in any way.
Okay.
So don't
Okay.
jump on anybody.
So at this point, you're at the base of the stairs. You're about 10 foot from the water. Your hook and rope have been coiled back up again and stowed with you. And you have a series of winding steps leading up steeply to a path.
Why do you have an advantage on stealth?
Why do I have
Oh,
advantage on
because you got
stealth?
the boots on. Yeah.
Yeah.
On sound only.
Alright.
Why don't I take a little look ahead, boys? See if there's anything waiting for us.
I'm gonna go into rage, I think.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds good to me, Larry.
All right, I'm gonna take a little. I don't know. Go up here and take a look, see around, sneaking, of course.
Yeah. Can I, as before?
We're not in combat, so don't worry about where you are on the map. Just
Yeah.
move your
Right,
dudes
well,
as
I
much
guess-
as
I
you want
guess-
to.
As a group.
This.
Yeah.
Wait, well, actually, this we could climb this way and get directly to the
Yeah.
house, or we could go up this way and head through the gardens to the house. I think climbing's probably better. Might be louder.
What I'd like to do immediately as Larry is going to step off, I'll use my gaze of two minds to look through Larry's eyes as well as my own, so I
Right.
can keep that bonus action.
Well,
Uh,
okay, I'll sneak over to this area then, and I'll
Yeah.
try. I'll climb up here.
And if
Okay,
Larry's
so
going that way, I'd
again,
like to
that's
sneak
like a
this.
15-foot climb. Well
Alright.
within your capabilities, but
I'll roll for it.
These
Sure.
these are steep jumps. No, don't need a roll. You can take your time if necessary.
Yeah, we're
Paths
slide.
goes up and
That's a
doubles
nice
back.
slope. Yeah.
But again, the walls here are raised about 10 feet.
10-foot walls. Okay.
They're more kind of 15-foot walls over this direction.
Can we say that I have the grappling hook?
The walls are not difficult to climb, as in
Okay.
they're large stone bricks that are not
Well,
super flush
I'd
with
like
each other.
to sneakily poke my head up over this wall right here.
All right, you
Is
climb
anyone
up.
following me within hint message distance?
I can be following you.
Actually, no. Jed's seeing through my eyes.
Yeah.
It's fine. So yeah, I'll just
I'm
poke over
seeing
the.
through. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
have a look over the wall.
Okay, give us a perception check.
I think you might have to be able to see somebody to cast message on them as well. So.
And you're enough. Yeah.
20.
So you poke over here and you can see this lower kind of pond area. It's on the patio
Lovely.
with a table and chairs and the huge mosaics that are there. Looking up as the several sets of stairs, you can see the house.
Yeah.
On the back slope of the house. If the roof, oh god, if the roof essentially goes is about that size, and everything else under it is kind of under shade. On the back slope of the house, behind a chimney that is probably kind of here. The shadows aren't right. You think there's other bodies hiding in the shadow of the chimney.
Oh.
You see no guards in red and gold, but you can't see down, not from where you're positioned into the park, and you can't see the vineyard from here. So,
Huh. Well, I'll message Percy, I guess, and I'll say could be creepy, sneaky guys on the roof.
I will. Now I know that. Do I know that Khan is there even if I can't see him? I can sign language that back to him, because if I can see that through Larry's eyes, then I can also pick up on that.
well, you're near enough to Karin that you'll be able to see him. Out here
Not
is
if
all.
he's invisible.
Oh, good point. In that case, you might be able to hear him, but
Yeah.
What armor does Karin wear, or is he wearing none?
None. Fucking like bare, not even hide armor, just skins.
I will hope that Khan has followed me.
You've
And,
been in the wars. You're in the wars together long enough.
Yeah.
You might smell him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably smell Khan before you hear or see him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
even if I'm not looking directly to where he is, I will sign language to his rough direction, trying to convey that as well. Enemies on the roof.
Me and you are the only ones that actually have sign language in it.
Exactly.
I can reply
Wait,
to
didn't
that message.
I have it, I think.
I think in the end, only them.
No, I have it. I have it.
Did you say sign language as well? Yeah, I mean, I know we all talked about it. Yeah.
I think
Right.
I was the only one who didn't take it.
If I've messaged you, you can message me back, I believe.
Okay. So when I get the message from you saying about that, I'm gonna reply. Can you see if they look like our pale friends?
What do you say? I say it's just like a dark shape bending the shadow. Or
Yeah, essentially,
adding
it's a
to the
shadow that the chimney is not throwing.
I'll just say,
Oh.
I'll message again. I'll be like, can't tell. Just shadows, like someone's hiding. Could be them.
That would explain the lack of lights, if it is them.
Could be.
And that would make, out of character, that makes sense. They've got drow guarding at night with no lights on.
Yeah.
Sneaky fuckers. Oh god, nighttime's more difficult, I can already tell.
So I'm a little confused about primal knowledge, but I'll come to that when we actually have to worry about it.
So, Larry, there are lights on in the house, and there are lights on around the patio, as displayed in this map.
Yeah.
They're not out in the grounds, like the park. They're not glowing mushrooms or whatever, the plants or whatever they are. There's no lights down there. But there
I'm
are
kind of
lanterns
scared to
around
go in
the
and
property.
start sneaking around if these guys are looking at me. I'll message again. I think we should all stay together.
You are invisible.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, they can't. Can they see invisibility? That's the question.
It's a good question. We don't know. There's a gamble there.
Alright, I want to try and sneak
what are
up
you guys
closer
doing?
to Larry. I want to try and sneak up closer to Larry.
Done? Okay.
Yep. Similarly, does this wall look like I can climb it relatively easily?
That's actually not a wall. That's just where the not a patio, but man-made stonework starts.
Right, and this is what is this set of steps then?
That's a set of steps going up. All that area is currently in shade. There are lanterns sitting above it in this corner. There'll be a lantern on a kind of post, a lamppost, sitting there. And when you get to kind of here, you'll be able to look over that wall's probably 6 or 7 feet.
Yep.
And you'll be able to look up into the patio area.
Now I'm still concentrating on invisibility for the others. So that's fine. Can I kind of hover here, try and keep myself in the shadow as best I can, and have a listen to hear if anybody is moving around upstairs and outside?
Give us a perception check.
Yeah, gladly. That's a plus 10 total, not loads.
No, you can't hear anyone.
Yeah.
So you can't hear the chatter or clatter of the guards and their chainmail and their pikes.
That's what 25 feet say.
Not the guys you saw during the day, anyway.
Yeah.
I would like to. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to do that because if. I'm just going to follow Jed for the minute, I think. Stay on his heels. He's the only one that's not invisible.
Yeah.
He gets spotted. Actually, you got a lot of health, haven't you?
An okay amount of health. I'm wondering whether I want to drink the invisibility potion.
It wasn't a potion of invisibility.
Is it not?
It was a potion of comprehension.
There was a
No, the
completely
see-through
clear
one.
potion.
Oh, the clear one. Yeah,
that we
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get the
Sorry.
time to identify, but I think I know what it is. And I understand there's a slight bit of risk, and you could pull a full switcheroo here on me.
Yeah, are you about to
It's
drink
a
that clear
potion of you
hoping
die.
that isn't... It's a potion of you glow like a star.
Potion of conspicuosity.
Yeah.
Larry, give me a hand.
What, like give me a leg over the wall or whatever?
Yeah, I want to have a look over the wall. I want to see if
Alright.
I can make out more details.
Well, give him a leg up. Jesus Christ, your armor's fucking heavy.
Give us a perception check.
Sorry, mate.
Right. As I'm stealthing a minute, I think I'm going to stealthily move up this way.
Oh, that sucks. That's a 15.
So you can notice what Larry saw on the roof. It looks like there's people hiding maybe behind the shadow of the chimney, as in the chimney should cast shadow this shape, and there's other darkness down behind it, and they're on this side of the building, but up near the apex, as in they're peeking over the apex, looking out towards the main gate.
Okay, so they got their backs to us essentially.
Yeah, if that's what you're seeing.
Yeah. I'm just like Perseus is ceremonizing that. I think they've got their backs to us.
Okay.
Right. I want to stealthily move to where I've put Khan, as he's in the open now. So.
All right, give us a perception check, Karen, when you stand up there.
Thank God you're
Okay.
invisible.
Right. Question. Primal knowledge allows me to use a strength check instead of whatever for perception. It lets me use strength check instead of wisdom.
Really?
I get
That's
advantage
great.
on strength checks.
Okay.
Do I get
Ooh.
advantage? On
No, because it's dim light and you're seeing outside the range of the 60 feet of your dark vision goggles.
That's okay. I still get a +8.
So it's just a regular roll at a +8 because they both cancel out.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's better than rolling
I-
at disadvantage.
I want to say otherwise you would, right? You were making a strength skill check and you're using strength as the ability score. Like if there's another source of disadvantage,
none.
It's a skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a perception check in a dim environment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yes, yeah,
absolutely.
in like a brightly lit environment.
But
Yeah,
that
he's got another
said,
source of yeah.
it
Oh yeah,
clarifies for other things.
yeah.
So, like, I could do the same for my stealth.
So within 60 feet, he will have advantage at seeing something. But the things he will see when he makes this roll will be outside 60 feet.
That's a 19.
So that's a 19. So yes, you see a series of dark shadows, heads, crouching down behind this wall. There's 4 of them.
Oh, what?
And I will place them on the
Yeah,
map.
please do. Thank you.
I will relay that back to. I actually can't relay it to Fernan. Can I? Okay,
You could just holler.
I will walk over to Jed and whisper as low as I can what I've seen.
Yeah.
Where are they? So there are people over here.
So they're like sitting / kind of kneeled down, and they're looking out towards the southwest, northwest, and north.
Northeast? The vineyard?
Correct.
Yeah.
Gab, is this like table and chairs?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's possible cover then.
Kill the
What was that?
Do we want to murder these? I'm thinking.
It would
Do I-
draw attention away from the house. If these are individuals who are hoping to escape, then it will shorten their ability to escape. But ultimately, we are here to catch someone else. We need to get into the house.
Really?
One way or another.
I'm not there.
Yeah, we're not there. Me and you are
No.
off together.
Gallivanting on our own.
Focus on house for now.
Absolutely. Alright.
I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I take a leak?
Khan, if I'm going to move, I'd like you ahead of me.
Me too.
For a couple of reasons. A, because you're big, and yeah, primarily because you're big. Because if there is a trap and an ambush waiting for us, I'd rather you were springing it than me.
Yes, and then it'd be trap on them.
Yep, that's the other part of the logic.
Yeah, and Gex, I'm thinking like you give me a boost up over the wall. I'll help pull you up over the wall, and then we should try and hide behind this table and chairs and see if we can see more.
Oh, do
Because those
temporary
roof
hit
people.
points just go over new temporary ones, don't they? They don't add on top.
The aid is
Wait,
not temporary hit
I
points.
was going to
it's
say aid
increasing
isn't
max.
temporary.
Ah. So it works
So-
like temporary, but it's not temporary sort of thing.
It will stack with temporary hit points.
Okay.
Basically, whatever your max
And-
hit points is right now, and your current, add 5 to both.
Yeah. Yeah, but that only lasts for a certain amount of time, doesn't it?
8 hours.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna increase my max because I have to fucking decrease it. I forget. So I just add it to temp.
Well, you just like, if you click on it, it's like max HP modifier, put 5 in that, and then delete that later on after 8 hours have passed in game.
Let's just say by like next session, if we don't long if we don't long rest, it's gone.
Yeah, essentially. Depends how long, how much time will pass in this session.
No, just say it's gone next week.
Fuck.
Hey,
And then because Jed's been next to me. Ooh. End of each
Oh, yeah.
turn, your rage.
Gex, you're next to me right now, so
Yeah.
bear in mind the auras that are coming off me.
What are they?
What do they do again? Hang on.
Sexiness. I'm extra
Right.
sexy.
What's the plan? What's being done next?
Well, if we've only seen those,
The house is the objective. There's no two ways about it.
But yeah, Gex, did you hear what I said about climbing the wall?
what about it?
Well, if me and you climb the wall and then try and take cover behind the table and chairs on this patio area here, maybe we can see more detail of the people on the roof.
Are we both invisible right now?
Jed,
Yes.
you get
Right.
+8.
How about I go first, because I'm not wearing a suit of armor and I'll be a lot quieter.
Yeah, but are you going to be able to pull me up over the wall in my suit of armor?
Alright.
Say you guys took the grappling hook.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? Larry's got the grappling hook.
Alright, we'll run the rope up. I'll go out first. I'll go over first and hide behind the table. Invisible. Have a look.
Yeah, and I'll come up afterwards, invisible.
Clanking away.
The clarity within the shadow is still not defining itself. There's not a huge amount of movement there. But you're positive there's people up there. And it's people, not just one.
Jed, 8 temporary hit points, my friend. You get? Because
And then Byrne and Karn, what are you guys doing?
I am going to move up this way. That's like
Okay, as you climb those stairs, you can see the front windows.
obviously trying to be as stealthy as possible.
Give us a stealth roll at advantage.
On the other side. That is a 24.
All right. Yeah, you cross the courtyard as far as you need to.
Hearing Khan scratch away from me, just knowing that he's moved from my shoulder, I'm going to give it like a second's beat, and I'm going to move in what I think might be the same direction, just towards the house. I'll try and dot from shadow to shadow. But
All right. And Karen, where do you want to end up?
I'm going to end up in front of Jet.
So
Right there.
this area, you're still invisible, but this area is very brightly lit. It's under the awning of the roof, which comes out wide and shelters this kind of patio area, this outdoor area from rains and whatnot.
Yep.
And then Larry and Perseus, you seem to have remained unseen so far, unheard. Where do you want to move to?
Again, do you want me to make a stealth check?
No, you're good. It was just because of his bulk that I asked him to make one.
The noise he's making.
in that case,
Big boy.
I'd like to try and move up to this doorway. Stealthily. Quietly.
So you climb these you climb up kind of the 5 feet in background and up another 5 feet, so you're now up at the highest level. There's a window above you, excuse me, parallel to the one that's here. You cross it, and you see a master bedroom that is currently has a man sitting at a desk here. He seems to be writing a letter. His hair is grey. He is sitting, however, upright, and he's dressed in expensive clothes. A red tunic is basically what you can make out.
Is that guy above us, or can we see it from this side as well?
Well, you're looking through my eyes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
okay, sure, yes I am, yeah.
Yes, you can see him.
Yeah.
In fact, this is probably a 10-foot wall, so you might not be able to catch him all that much, but definitely through Larry's eyes, you see him.
Okay. Wait, what's my range on that? Is Larry within? Larry's outside of 60 feet of me, but that's fine. I think. My range for that is 30 feet.
In fact, I think you guys would have seen him as soon as you crested the stairs. I didn't do any perception rolls, but I've decided the lantern is on his desk, so he can be writing at night. So it would have cast the light in his face, and I think through the window you would have seen him.
If I can.
Can I... So you say I'm next to a window? Or is it a door into the room that I'm next to?
No, it's a window.
Can I climb through?
No, it's closed.
Okay.
So that's what I'm wondering about now. If I can quietly get myself up to here, I'm now in range. So I can invisibly cast Mage Hand.
No, that's a 10-foot wall.
Okay. Sure, but can I still see through the window?
Well, not when you're at the base of the 10-foot wall, but you can climb up the wall and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
will lift Fern.
Yeah.
Up
Cool.
So she can fucking grab out of the ledge.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So you lift her up. She's peeking up over the lip of the wall.
Yep.
And you can see this character. He is gaunt. He's probably in his 60s. He is using a quill and scratching away in front of him. He looks concerned.
Invisibly, silently, I will cast Mage Hand inside the room where he is and use it to flick open the window from the inside. If it needs to be uncatched, it can be uncatched, but if it can just be knocked open, just kind of nudged.
Which window?
The window facing up, I think it's got to be, I'm afraid. I can move it across the room, actually. I can cast Mage Hand and then I can move it 30 feet. Yeah. And,
right.
yeah.
So the window Larry's at?
Yeah, I can knock open the window on Larry's side, yeah.
So, I think give us a stealth check.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know how else to do it.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll let you add your stealth and arcana to a deck roll.
To stack the two? I mean, yeah, I'll make it a stealth check. Yeah, if you're happy for me to do that.
Sure.
And this seems a little cheeky. With my boots, I'm meant to get advantage on stealth checks. Should I ignore that?
Your Mage Hand doesn't, I think. Stacking the two is bonus enough.
I think that's reasonable, yeah.
Cheeky ask.
So that's a 20, and I'll grab another D20 from here, so I can use both.
Yeah, being cheeky again. Sorry, I went to grab water.
Not being cheeky. I was suggesting that something would be cheeky, and therefore I wouldn't do it. But my stealth is a plus 6. Oh, okay. That's a 9.
With advantage?
Yeah, both 3s.
Oh.
If only some of us were human.
I could spend an inspiration. Yeah, I'm going to spend my inspiration. Rolling 2 3s is suck. So yeah, I'll just roll the 1d20 again if you don't mind.
Yep.
That's a lot better. 25.
So you flip the latch around. It gets out of your grasp momentarily, but you manage to catch it. And Larry, from your position beside the window frame, you can see this latch just swivel 180.
Beautiful.
And the window slightly comes ajar.
I would like to use minor illusion. One sec. That's probably no point. I'd like to use
love it.
Minor illusion to make the sound of knocking coming from this next room. It's like someone's knocking. Oh my god, what the fuck have I done? Someone's knocking, requesting his presence. And then I would like to slyly sneak inside and try and go over to his. Basically, if I can distract him over to the door, I'll go over and have a peek at his letter.
Okay, so he goes to the door. Give us a stealth check, please.
Absolument.
With advantage, because you're invisible.
Absolument. It'll be a lot. 37.
What?
No, wait, 27.
Yeah, okay.
37.
Hell yeah!
So he opens the
Fucking
door.
rogues, man.
You peer down at the letter. It is addressed to Fergus Stonefist.
Cool.
And it has in the first sentence or two, you pick out the word Dockers Union.
Ugh.
And it would be much better for the city to, and then the door closes again and he hums and haws and he comes back towards the desk. You take a 5-foot step back.
I will
and
just stand in the corner quietly.
And he sits back down and starts writing.
Can I see out this window?
You can indeed, but only at kind of an acute angle.
Yeah.
Kind of that direction. So you do not. You saw maybe Fern's head as you were standing behind the desk, but now you're in the corner, you can't.
I'll just let him continue writing his letter. And see what everyone else wants to do.
Perseus, Card, Fern. What are you up to? I assume Fern has ducked her head back down behind the wall of the patio.
Well, I'm assuming I saw, like, because I can't see Larry, obviously he's invisible, I'm assuming I saw a window open.
You saw a window open, indeed, yes.
So I want to head towards the open window.
All right. Give us another stealth check at advantage.
Well, it'll be even for me because I'm always at disadvantage.
An even stealth check.
$18, pretty good.
Oh, thank God for that. So what's that?
20.
So that's 20.
Fucking hell. 20 in
Nice.
plate armor. Or half plate.
So yeah, you
Chainmail, not plate, but yeah.
You can make your way up beside the window there, and you kind of peer in. You can see this elderly man sitting, getting adjusted in his chair, sitting back down at his desk, and writing.
See, it's a thing. Right now, my try not to let my intuitive thought win.
Is this Fallon?
I'm assuming it's Farron.
Farron, yeah. Farron, yeah.
Alaric Farron.
He looks like an elderly man in the house. I don't know. Is it his house? Probably.
So he's comfortable. He's at a writing desk writing a letter.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's a fair assumption. I just
that's what I'm assuming it is Farron.
If you were going to say, you know what Farron looks like, and this isn't him, then I wanted to give you a chance to say that at least.
Something new. What Farron looked like.
How high is the roof compared to, like, say, this bit over here?
So the gap between the roof where the gutter ends is 10 foot. It probably goes up to 20 foot. But it's a two-story house. So I'd say up here is probably, 30 feet. And then down here, to jump from the patio to the gutter would be a 10-foot jump up vertical. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Something tells me we need to extract this guy. Or at least secure him before searching the rest of the house.
Sorry, like get him out for interrogation when he's not surrounded.
Yeah,
by
I mean, if we
murder
yeah,
yeah,
that's exactly what I'm thinking. Now, if we can get him back to the dock, then great.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah.
get him back to the fisherman.
Okay,
The problem is, how do we get him out of the house without all of these fucking guards we're seeing, all these fucking drow seeing? Because my intuitive
then-
thought that I was trying to fight was basically climb through the window and then close the window to actively turn off my invisibility, and then be like, "Mr. Farron, I presume."
I can charm the guy.
pick him up and walk off with him.
Have you got a calm person? Have you?
Yep. Yeah, I've got a conned person, yeah.
Calm the guys and knock him out.
Could do that as well. Just knock him out.
What would you like to
Over the
do?
shoulder, carry him off.
Oh, I'm just frozen in the corner.
Basically,
Uh,
we can either try and get him out stealthily, or it's to
I'm
fight.
gonna try to stealthily move up to the doorway here and go through.
Stealthily go through the door.
You get
Not
to the
fucking
door.
work. I'm gonna see if
You
it
get to the door and it's locked.
Okay.
There's glass panels in the door. It's kind of a half glass, half wood job. Something you could easily put your shoulder to.
I am very
It would be
tempted to
noisy.
draw the attention to myself while you boys get him and get him out of here.
He is approaching the end of his letter.
Yep.
Larry notices this, and Fern through his eyes, but nobody else.
These both use a bonus action. I've been using my bonus action to maintain the gaze of two minds, and so I can't kind of reach out and speak to Larry easily.
Nope.
He finishes the letter.
Yeah.
Saying, and Larry can just basically make it out, but he writes it slightly larger.
No, but if you can move into a
That
place
we
where
ins-
Larry can see you, he does read battle language, battle camp.
We insist you take these actions. It's for the imperative of the city. And he signs it A. Farron.
Okay. I'm
There
gonna
you
cast.
go. Yep, that's fine.
I'm gonna cast charm person.
As the invisibility veil drops around you, let me make his wisdom save.
Yeah.
And as soon as I see Larry turn back and turn
What?
invisible again, I want to step inside.
What do you roll?
He fails his. He rolled a 4 plus whatever modifier he had, but he fails his.
Good afternoon, Lord Farron. You should come with us. You're in danger. Come with us immediately. Me and my friends are here to help you out. You can take that as a lie, I guess, or whatever. But
And it was the charm person spell, is that correct?
yes, so he's charmed. So that means I have advantage on social interactions with him. I think.
And he can't attack you if he's charmed, yeah.
Yeah, advantage to interact socially. So I'm trying to persuade him / deceive him to come with us.
Okay. He abruptly squeaks his chair across the ground as he kicks it back from the desk, while just as he finished folding the letter. Give us a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry. I just explained how I get advantage on this and then didn't do it. Fuck that elf. It is a 14.
He looks up at you with concerned eyes, grabs the letter, looks back at his desk, grabs a bunch more letters that he's written and stuffs them inside his waistcoat. He reaches behind his chair, he grabs a red kind of evening coat, puts it on, and says, "We can leave by the back way." In hushed tones.
We have a method of transportation if we can get down to the pier. We brought our own transportation. Follow me.
He will follow you.
All right. I'll take him over to the window.
I've got to climb
have
out the
to
window
help-
first.
You'll have to help him out the window because
Absolutely.
he's of
An
that
old
age.
bastard. Old bastard.
Can I make a kind of clicking noise that I think Khan will hear, but other people might not know what it is?
Yeah, you're right beside. Oh, well, you're near enough to Karn.
Yep. And move this way.
Is that battle tongue for follow me?
Maybe in a way that we will have done as scouts.
Cool.
Right. You'll have a kind of
Um,
general, like, just friendly alert.
See, as you approach the edge of this, as you approach the edge of this wall, this kind of 3-foot wall, you look down the cliffs and out into the ocean, out into the lake, and you can see about 100 odd foot off the coast, and 100 odd foot down, the shadow of this vessel waiting for you.
Beautiful. I'm gonna try and lead the old bastard to the wall.
I was about to say, can I pick him up and help, or can I like drop my visibility and offer to help carry him?
You can drop your invisibility. He doesn't need to be carried unless you
This is
are
my
going to.
Or like,
Yeah.
offer him an arm to help him
this is
walk.
my commander Perseus. He is a man
Oh,
of
he is.
incredible character.
He's quite capable of walking by himself. Just climbing down 10-foot walls and climbing out windows is a little difficult. That's all I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, we'll just help
Yeah,
him
yeah,
out. We'll help him out.
Yeah, yeah, give him assistance if he needs it.
So Fern and Karn, as the guys approach the wall, you can see them now. They appear to be this gaunt kind of elderly man, dressed fairly well. And in fact, now that you see him up close a little better, you notice he does have a signet ring with the crest, which is a boar's head on his finger.
I'll just sort of pat him gently on the shoulder to indicate to anyone watching that I'm friendly with the guy, so that they know that it's going into plan. And yeah, I'll give him a leg over the wall. Or I'll tell you what, I'll give Percy a leg over the wall, and Percy can help him down from the other side when I give him a leg over from this side. Yeah, don't want to
That's good.
drop him and break his leg or something.
Okay, so it's a little awkward. So, can I get stealth checks? No advantage or disadvantage.
Sure.
Hey.
24.
And Perseus?
Sorry, I was having an issue with my dice for some reason. That's 16.
Not bad.
Okay, you managed to lower him down, between the pair of you, to the level Perseus's character is there. And he says, "I think we'll get out. You have a boat? It
Yes,
should be this way."
yes, we do. We have a local man of incredible character. We'll lead him down. I'm sorry, grabbing Perseus.
That's fine.
Lead him down the ways.
And then Karn and Fern, what are you doing?
Do you want to remain up here for a bit? Have a very brief scout
Check the
round, or
house.
should we get the fuck out of here?
I wouldn't mind killing these things, but I do not mind. It's
Karn, Fern, underneath the window there,
Yeah.
there's a door. So that window is on the ground floor ostensibly, but
Yep.
these stairs that are either side of it lead down to the level you're at now, and
Yeah.
there is actually a door there leading into a kind of a basement level.
That is worth trying. Can I have a good look at the door and see if it is trapped?
You can make an investigation check, of course.
Yeah, gladly. Not that I'm fantastic at these things, but that's a 15.
The door does not appear to be trapped. It does, however, appear to be locked.
Yep.
It's a simple enough lock, and it's a kind of a cheaper looking door, not like the front doors or the other entrances into this house that you have witnessed already. Nothing like the front door.
Regardless, I have no way of picking or subtly opening a lock. Khan, how quietly can you break this?
Oh no.
Not very.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Oh no, this is
And-
going so well as well.
I can try, but it depends. Like, do you want me to run a stealth check and then a strength check to see if I can break it? Or...
I think it's probably a bad idea to try and brute force this door right now.
There's a fucking open window.
Karn,
Yeah,
you
no,
reckon?
basement.
this is the door into the basement.
Okay.
Karn, you reckon you could break this quite easily? Probably just with a serious twist of the handle. It'd either break the handle or the lock, but you don't know how quietly you can do it.
Certainly, if there's anybody
have a
in the room on the
crowbar
other
on
side.
You have a what?
A crowbar.
That would. Yeah. You'd probably be able to break the lock
People
that way.
break into fucking places with crowbars and that. You get burgled. But I'm not a stealthy dude, am I? So
Yeah. Regardless, if I give you, I mean, we can wait and ask Larry to come back up and try and pick the lock, or we can take a quick glance around. It's not going to hurt. We got the guy.
yeah, they can. You know, it's only what few enemies. They die easy.
I just find being underground comfortable. You know.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Okay, let's give it a go.
I'll stand back a little bit.
All right. Karn, give us
just
a
gonna-
strength check.
Put the crowbar in between the door and that, and not necessarily actually hit it, but just lean against it with my weight.
Yeah.
To make sort
Okay.
of like a crack.
So I suppose you have advantage on the strengths athletics check.
Regardless, yeah, because of the rage.
16, I think that one.
This
Athletics.
comes
No,
into-
sorry. Athletics is fucking 8. So that's 19.
Oh, how can you roll a 16? Okay. 19.
It's because I was going off my strength modifier, not my actual athletics modifier, which is got
Well, it's
proficiency
both.
bonus. Oh, so it's my strength modifier and no, because
Yeah, as in, that should be included in your athletics.
Your athletics contains your strength, yeah.
Yeah.
So the door, the lock indeed cracks. The whole thing shifts in the frame of the door and breaks. Give us a stealth check. Not at advantage.
Your invisibility will drop as you've done that. Maybe, I don't know. That's up to you, Gav.
No, I think it's an action.
Sure. Is it an attack? It's dealing damage to the door, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, for fuck's sake. I knew this was going to happen
Good
as soon
effort,
as you
good
two
effort.
started fucking around.
That was a big old Karn. 1. There's a sharp crack as the dry timber, aged with the salt? Aged with the lake air, I don't know. Just, it cracks easier than you expected.
rotten.
Aged by
You
the
can-
years.
Exactly. And you can hear scuttering on tiles from the roof above. You do not hear anything to the north on the patio area. You're left with a choice. Do you go into the room, take a peek into the room, or retreat? The guys on
Am
the
I still
cliff,
stealth?
if you will not,
No, use an action.
well, so
Not stealth. Am I invisible?
you're not. No, you're not invisible. Nobody can see you, so technically you have the invisible condition, but it's not the same as the invisibility spell.
Okay.
The guys on the cliffs, Larry, Perseus, and Farron, can have moved from where the characters currently are.
Okay.
If
I was going to say, can we
I'll
have
take us
carried on down to the dock?
coast. Yeah, down to the coast, like that.
I'd say about there, yeah.
And can we shine a hooded lantern towards the boat?
I was going to say, I have a lamp, so if I can like light the lamp with my tinderbox and then just
I'll
like...
hood it over with a
Cloak in front of
cloak or whatever. Yeah, so that it only points in that direction.
Cool.
Yeah, and then just wave it a little bit.
It'll take an action to light it up. We won't bother rolling initiative just yet until Fern and Karen make their decisions. And we'll come back to Fern and Karen.
I'd like to
We,
have a look down into the cellar. I
we
know that
move
Council
into-
made some noise.
We move into the cellar. At least if they come at us, they have to come at us one at a time. And then I can smash skulls. Ha
All right.
Yes.
Looking into the room. Fern, I assume you move back then beside Karen?
Yeah.
All right. If you guys stick yourselves beside each other there, Karen opens the door into a storage cellar. There's tools for working the vineyard. There's gardening tools for the people who tend the beds in the patio areas. There's barrels. There's smaller kegs of wines and ales. And there's some food stores, maybe some cured herbs or herbs hanging and cured meats and things. There is a door here that opens to another room. But this, to yourselves, does not look all that
As-
incriminating.
As we're walking through and I see this food, I'm going to be grabbing bits and sticking it in the haversack, whatever it's called, the haversack.
So you're walking into the room.
No, I'm walking into the cellar first.
Yeah.
Pillaging decent foods, and then going through
Okay.
the door.
As you enter the room, you can hear the footsteps of somebody running across the back of the roof on the tiles.
They are coming.
I'm going to put my familiar down by the door and ask it to let me know when they're coming through.
Golf. Yeah, it'll.
Yep.
It's there. Although its body has remained the same, its face has seemed to twisted, more kind of feline than ever.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, you guys enter.
Yeah,
Karen
and
grabs a bunch of cured meats and salamis and things like that are hanging.
Bottles of
somewhere.
wine. Just fucking filling up.
I'd like to take a look at this door here.
Much the same, but does not appear to be locked.
Once I've grabbed bits, I'm going to turn around and keep my eyes on the door we come through.
Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try the this door.
It opens. It reveals a room approximately the same size as the room above it, i.e. the one on the map there.
Yep.
This room has a load of camping mats and supplies dotted around it. You count 12. In the center of the room is a very familiar 10-foot square hole dipping down into the earth.
Ruh-roh.
Do you think you're going to find in the fucking cellar?
He might have not been. He might have not been involved.
Well, clearly, of course, he was.
Confirmation is best.
With the guards are enough confirmation. Sneaking around in the shadows, no lights on.
What would you like to do?
I think I'd like to ready an action.
There's a further door on the other side.
Yeah, which is to say, I'll make my way into this room with the things. I'm going to watch back towards this open door where we are, and when my familiar warns me that drow are coming, I'm going to use my staff to cast Giant Insect. But not until then.
He will warn you now.
Yeah, cool. All right, then that's.
If your
then that's
familiar is there, he will see at the lowest point on the overhang of the roof, he will see two shadowy shits, as he refers to them.
Yeah.
Drop from the roof onto the ground with drawn, long, vicious-looking knives, and they will come darting towards the door, unaware of your familiar's presence.
Okay. In which case, yeah, I'll cast the damn spell. And get the
Can we
stab
see
mark
him?
up.
Not
Okay.
not yet.
As soon
but
as
you
they
will
come in my line
very
of sight, I wish to know.
Okay, so we'd roll initiative.
Yeah, great.
Alright. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I got a 1.
And then sort yourselves out on the initiative track, please.
A 1
I
plus
have
5.
19.
I roll separately for the familiar, I think.
Thinking surely Larry and fucking Jamie and Gex wouldn't have to worry about initiative yet until they actually come into line of sight of the enemy.
Well, it's
Yeah, I
nothing,
was
let's
going to
roll
tell
it
them
later.
not to bother to roll, but they rolled, so who cares?
Well,
Like, they can't
if we're
hear
going to
any of
join the
this.
combat, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Just leave us out until it's relevant.
Yeah, so you guys are signaling out to the boat this round, because it took
Okay.
your round too. So now is when your man will haul anchor and start making his way in.
And I've up to you, Gav, whether I've done this before initiative starts, but the moment I've been alerted to the drow being present, I'm going to summon a giant centipede using the staff.
I would say it's here now.
Yep, cool. Which
So
I can
grab
give
it.
it commands, but the GM actually resolves the movement for that. So I can send you stats for it if you'd like this thing, or you can look up a giant centipede.
Let me look it up.
I have been tempted by the giant bug spell and using like 4 of those when playing Tor.
Yeah.
Oh, have you looked up that haversack, by the way, Vic?
Yeah, I had a little look.
Fucking hell, it's got 3 different pockets on it.
It's all right.
Yeah, I got
Store
the
it all
stats
good.
of the giant centipede.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't do a lot, but it's anything, and it'll slow them up.
And where are you summoning it?
I will grab
It's the yellow token.
the yellow token.
It is a small beast.
Yeah, and it'll be maybe even outside in the grass. So that if the drow are going to go past us, they've got to go past it. And
Cool.
I'll grab a blue token for my familiar as well.
Well, the familiar is... Yeah.
Ephemeral.
So I've taken an invocation that gives it some abilities. So
Yeah.
it can make attacks and things now, which it didn't used to be able to.
Someone's investing a lot into their little fucking companion.
We're friends.
Okay, so we'll top it around Karn. You can hear... Give us a perception check. You could hear them on the slates, but can you hear them on the tiles? Just a listen check.
15.
You don't hear anything. Would you like to ready an action?
Yes.
Okay, then it's Fern and your Quasit afterwards. Sorry, Perseus and Larry, but we'll be ignoring this for now.
Yeah, we're not involved.
Hey.
Yes,
all
I
good.
think we're signaling getting Farron on that fucking boat.
Yeah. Not sure the boat's going to get here in 6 seconds, though. But, well.
It might.
Get ready a punch in
might.
the face.
We started signaling before initiative, so.
Boat will get here in three turns. It'll make the
Oh
link.
gosh. Okay. Yeah.
Knock this guy out.
Just tell him like when the boat gets
Wait,
here,
yeah.
get on it.
So,
Yeah.
Karn,
Yeah.
Ready in
So
action?
I'm gonna ready an attack,
Says
but
it
that's
does last
because
an
I've
hour,
got
yeah.
a reaction that
Cool.
I can use as well. So
and then Fern.
Yeah, similarly.
What type of action?
If I'm going to position myself here in this doorway,
Okay.
and
The
if
door is
we're
open.
if
Both
yeah,
doors are
and
open.
I can see both doors are open, so I can see clean through. And if one of them comes around the corner to enter, I will cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay,
Hell
spell
yeah.
attack.
Yep.
And your Quasit. Your Quasit sees these things. It is aware of them being
It is
there.
aware of them. Yeah, absolutely.
They are not aware of it, and they seem to be aiming themselves towards the door.
Yeah. When either Khan or my hold action goes off, it can attempt to one creature within 20 feet. So whichever one of them gets hit by the Eldritch Blast, because it's also going to ready an action and can attempt to frighten. So it can kind of bellow and roar at one of the drow and attempt to frighten them. It's not a major. It's a wisdom save when it does that, but it can do that once a day.
Is it a charm?
It is. It doesn't say charm. It
Okay.
says it implies the frightened condition. So if some things are immune to the frightened condition, and I get that, but
All good.
yeah.
Okay. And then your centipede?
Centipede can just attack them. I don't care about that so much.
All right. You wanted to do it now, or do you want it to wait?
Right now, I guess. Or I can roll a separate initiative for the centipede.
Let's say it goes on the same turn as the Quasit, just to keep things easy.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
So it can act now if it wants.
Yeah. Centipede can frighten. Can attack the drow. Definitely.
Okay. This many-legged thing slithers. It's about 2 foot long. It slithers out and just chomps on the ankles of the lead male drow, a small creature. Medium-sized creature. It's it's about plus 14, 13. It will miss, but it will shock the drow enough to turn and draw its ire. The one behind it. The drow that the centipede attacked will make an attack and strike at the centipede, stabbing its blade down through it and into the stone beneath it.
Almost certainly dead. Yeah. Yeah.
And then this guy will kind of bumble over the guy in front of him, eventually turn, and what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Right.
6.
Eldritch Blast as he rounds the door, I guess.
And he rounds the door and enters in front of Karn.
As soon as he rounds the door, I will be using a reaction. As soon as he comes into my line of sight.
Karn, give us an Eldritch Blast first.
So I make 2 attacks with that. So first attack. Loads. 20. Yeah, cool.
Sorry, he's technically there when the Eldritch Blast hits. Karn, you'll get your reaction when he moves a step forward. He is one
Second
step
one.
left.
Second one is that's a 9. That won't hit. So that's fine. We'll roll 13 points of force damage on that guy.
And what did the Eldritch Blast look like?
I'm raising the palm of my hand, and it is a swirling bolt of light just from my palm.
It blasts into him, and you can see some of his clothes turn to ash, just disintegrate off his shoulder. His cloak kind of slouches down. Instantly, the Quasit moves and does its attack against him.
So he makes a wisdom save.
Which he gets 14.
14 will pass, yeah, fine, nothing. And I don't know whether that means it's not invisible anymore.
I'm going to say it does, but everyone around him is kind of occupied.
Yeah,
and
fine.
more
Yeah, great.
fearful of the giant that has appeared in the door.
Yeah.
As he finishes his move, he ends up in front of Karn, who takes his reaction.
Well, my reaction won't work from there, so I will just go straight into my attack action thingy.
On the- Haven't you held an action?
Yeah, held an action, but I have a reaction I can use as well when
Oh,
he
okay,
works
yeah.
instantly. So I am going to go in with an unarmed strike and grapple him at the same time because I can do both with the fucking thingy skill. Where is it? Oh my god. Having so much shit on here is so hard to fucking find the ones you want.
You make the unarmed strike, and if it
Grappler.
hits, he'll be grappled as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will make it a fucking reckless attack as well. Give me advantage. Which was terrible. 1 second, where are my attacks? There we go. So hit DC. So that's better. No 15.
That hits.
Back in a
Okay.
second.
And that is 8 damage plus 2 from my rage. So that's 10 on the unarmed strike.
Okay, as he rounds himself coming into the room, you just catch him square in the skull with a giant fist. You can feel not only his, the front of his skull cave in. You can feel his neck snap, and he just drops clean, flat, dead on the ground in front of you.
Very good.
Okay.
It's after all. That was your saved. That was your held action.
Yeah.
Held action. So it's now the drows go. This drow will do the same. He will run in.
As soon
And
as
he
he
will.
gets.
He didn't use his action to kill the centipede? He can still move, I guess, yeah.
He did use his action to kill the centipede, probably out of turn, where he shouldn't have. But he will, then run in and end his turn in front of Karn, regretting every moment of his life. At top of the round, I think, is Karn again, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it's just going to be straight up unarmed reckless attack.
Jethro's proud.
Which is loads.
15 to hit.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
roll damage.
26. Don't need to row. It's 10 flat.
Okay,
Plus
he's still
2
up,
from mine.
but he's winded. You
But he's
deck him
also
again.
grappled as well.
Okay, and he's
Part of my
grappled
attack, I
as well.
grapple. If I unarm my attack, I grapple at the same time. And then I'm going to do my second attack, which is another unarmed attack. Which doesn't even need to be reckless now because he's restrained.
I'm back.
Oh,
He's
Christ.
grappled, he's not restrained.
Oh, yeah. But grappled, is that advantage on attack? Yeah, I get advantage on grappled attack.
Cool, yeah.
Which doesn't make a difference because it's 5 either side. So that is 13. So he would have survived that one.
23.
As well, friend.
He is about to die. He is not dead. You've broken ribs on him and choked him half to death. He has moments of life left.
I'll be back in a sec. Dog needs to go piss.
Did the other guy go invisible?
No. Fern, you're up. Karn melted him.
I will,
Karn.
yeah. I will check the rules quickly. I don't think I get advantage on attacking a grappled target, but I will
Think a
cast
person
out.
who's had their speed reduced to 0 gives you advantage?
No, that's what I'm checking. So I don't think so because it's not restrained. So
Hang on. Grapple doesn't give you the restrained condition?
no, grappled and restrained are different conditions.
Okay.
So both reduce the speed to 0. Attack rolls against a restrained creature have advantage. Grappled is not as bad as that. Grappled is just reduced to 0, and you have no, that's it.
Great rule set, D&D.
Yeah, so grappled is just speed reduced to 0. Restrained has a bunch of other benefits to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I am going to Eldritch Blast this sucker.
Okay, give us a shot.
First attack.
AC 15.
Hits. Second attack.
The first attack will kill him.
Hits. Alright, yeah, fine. Yeah, you want me to roll my d10s? Or?
No. He only had a point or two left.
Yeah, okay. It's a minimum of 4 each one, so
Yeah, the minimum would have done it.
yeah, fine.
So, the guy goes limp in Karn's fucking grip. His mate, he gets dropped
Sorry,
on his comrade. They're both dead.
Nice.
Oh, good effort.
We didn't have to do anything. We're still sticking in for the boat.
Yeah, I'm fucking chilling. Loving it.
Fern, give us a... And Karn can as well. Oh, he's probably not here. Give us a perception check.
That's very cocked.
nice.
But, is that 23 for me?
Yeah.
2022.
You do not hear movement outside.
I don't
But
think
you
I used
do
a bonus
inside.
action. Can I have a quick look through Larry's eyes, make sure that they are healthy?
Larry is... You can see the light of a distant lantern faintly lighting up sails, and you can see the reflection of a moon on a lake.
Sweet.
I
As a boat
will
approaches.
shut the cellar door. Maybe instruct my Quasit to A, keep watch, and B, just eat that corpse if you want. The centipede.
It just... Oh, the centipede will eat.
Yeah. Eat that if you want, but let me know if anything else is coming.
Okay.
Right. What happened when I went for a
And you're
piss?
shutting the outer door, are you, Fern?
We'll shut the outer door, yeah.
Fern, you grabbed the dude, lifted him, had him grappled, and Fern Eldritch blasted him, and he just went down. So you dropped him on his comrade. So there's two deep elf corpses just stacked up on each other in the center of this room. Fern then moved over to the door, closed it, and it's been silent outside.
Cool.
Cool.
So Fern, what have you wanted to do?
I don't want to have a look down this hole. At least a rummage around in the camp room.
Okay, so heading back into the other camp room reveals a couple of backpacks made of the same kind of leather that some of the clothing and armor was made of. There's a handful of vials of the poison they seem to use. Dark ichor that is kind of semi-coagulated and like thick, but weapons and armor and stuff obviously is on the the owners of these backpacks and is currently being used in and around Verdania. Or at least these grounds. There's a scent of kind of clay and deep earth in the air from the pit, the hole itself. And yeah, it reminds you somewhat of your time in the military several hundred kilometers to the south, where under necessity you would maybe occupy a foreign dwelling after a family had fled, and you would just all set up for safety in a central room, the safest room in the place. There's a small cooking pit that's currently untended, unlit. Yeah.
But the smell, Khan, the smell.
You bitch! You
Ugh.
didn't think about the smell, you bitch. Sorry.
The now people will read the earth as dead, as old dead rock, but it's so full of life. Can you smell that? You know, people have no idea what's down there. What's
The car and
really
it smells of mushrooms and
Uh-oh.
the fungal undergrowth
That's not good.
of mountain forests. There's a familiarity to it. It doesn't smell bad, put it that way. Not like the last shunt or vent that you found.
You know, people always talk about, I don't know, light as being the way to the truth, but light blinds you, it gets in the way. I think if you really want to know the truth of things, it's got to be down there. It's got to be down deep in the dark.
The outer door opens slowly, just a little, a fraction.
Has my familiar told me about anything?
No, but your familiar enters.
Okay.
And he closes the door behind him. Karn, you notice the door open and close. You don't see the familiar. But then, as the familiar approaches the inner door, it makes itself visible. And what Karn sees is this half-diseased cat. Kind of fucking rancid and flea-bitten. Possibly, not that Karn is that familiar with it, but possibly even undead. Like a carcass. You can probably see bone through maybe the skinny bit of the skin and the fur that's been stretched over its spine. And you can hear as it approaches Fern's legs. Fern can hear, not Karn. You've always been a stupid bitch. Darkness is just as bad as the light. Extremes. Fucking humans.
See what I mean? Strangest riddles get changed. Little clues get unveiled at every corner.
This isn't a little clue. This fucking idiot. He was working with them.
Options. If we set a fire in this room, a real fire, not their piddly little cook pot, it'd go upwards, right? Might take an hour or two to really spread. What do you think, Khan?
I mean, I don't necessarily think burning this man's house is the best choice. But I do
For
get
once.
the idea of wanting to maybe damage what is down that hole.
Fern and Karen, you do remember Sutton mentioning yesterday evening something to do with a daughter, possibly a son. There's no mention of a wife, but there was a daughter and son mentioned, and maybe two sons.
And he also seemed rather eager to follow and leave this place. So maybe burning his home down might not be best for getting information from him. As much as I'd like to see the blaze.
And what do you think, kitty cat?
Fucking burn it.
Yeah.
What is that thing? It's, does not look living because it does not look like I can eat
Oh,
it.
it's
So
just a
Karen,
friend of
you
mine.
can see it, but you can't hear it. But you can maybe hear it screeching or meowing or something like that.
I assume I'd hear some noise emanating from its whatever its vocal cords are left.
Oh yeah, you do. But it's like
It's
a
kind of rasping of a dying cat. Yeah.
screeching.
I will do though is grab the bodies by the ankles and drop them down the hole,
Okay, noted.
and then look for any high-proof alcohol in the bit of cellar that the
Yeah,
cat
the cellar
left.
you're in at the moment, your model's in anyway, has
Then once I've found the high-proof alcohol, I'm going to make sure it's flammable and drop it down the hole on fire. Yeah,
so
like a
that
motto.
won't really do much.
But it
Apart
burn
from
the
burn
bodies.
the bodies. Yes, it
Yeah.
would burn the bodies.
Yeah.
But it is a clay hole, it's rock and clay all around, so it's not going to do anything to the hole itself, but it will burn the bodies.
Sends
Sends a message. Yeah.
Exactly. Especially when the others I seen return. They go down that hole and they see their friends burnt to crisp. They will know
They
what
might
hit
think
them.
Farron do it. They might think Farron betrayed them.
So, Fern, Karen, give us an investigation check. This is as Karen is dropping the bodies and the
Investigation.
later the alcohol down the hole.
Can't
Okay.
use rage for that.
But I think then we'll leave soon. No, nothing.
That's
9.
a 3.
Yeah, pretty bad. We've been distracted.
All right.
If only. Yeah.
Okay, the bodies are burning. Smell stinking up the cellar. The faint smoke rising from them is porcine. As it starts to fill the cellar. The fire that is currently burning them will not burn the cellar. If
No,
you
of
wish
course,
to burn the
that's fine.
house, a separate fire will have to be set. There is plenty of alcohol and wood crates and barrels and storage down here. The beams, the ceiling above is wooden. It is an achievable thing.
Please don't burn the house down.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm screaming out of character. I'm just screaming, please don't burn the house down.
Wouldn't it be fun? But I get you. Fine. Reasonable.
I think we're going to have to kill Fern at some point in the future.
You don't have to do anything.
Let her succumb to her darkness.
It's just a bit of chaoticness, not too evil.
She wants to go down underground. I reckon she's turning into a drown.
Khan would quite happily have gone into that cave last week.
I would have gone in if we were more prepared.
The only
Before we go underground and face an army, we need supplies.
Okay, Khan. We've got a boat to catch.
And
But
you've
I
got a
agree
fucking
to,
house to burn.
we should go and check out what is in these holes at some point.
We'll come back tomorrow. Light of day.
Master will not be pleased.
Oh.
What do you think was happening, Gags?
The familiar's got a master?
No, Farron's master.
Well, the familiar was Fern's master.
The familiar's not Farron's master.
We all have our masters.
Okay,
Ah.
Fern, what are you doing?
Mm.
Just gonna grab whatever other booze and food I see, and
Oh, you notice
Out.
a few rarer herbs, spices, and things like that have been stored down here in the dark to keep them, safe for a while. You stock up your pantry a bit. The haversack gets a little bit more plentiful, and yeah, creak open the back door of the cellar. The busted lock. You retrieve your crowbar and any other evidence. You look back into the room and notice the swathes of fucking blood on the ground. There's no hiding that. And you notice the silence outside, just the gentle lapping of the waves against the cliffs.
yeah, make our way, I guess, that direction.
Hmm.
Have to drop Fern to the other side. Yes, would be the best bet.
Yeah, well, I can safely make my way down.
It's like a
Yeah.
10-foot drop. Khan's big. It's just, one hand.
It-
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends whether Fern wants to do it herself, though, to show Karn something, or
Yeah,
accept Karn's help.
I can levitate myself down at will. It's pretty easy.
Cool. So Fern just glides off the edge.
Yeah.
Karn just jumps down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I
30
will
feet, is that?
kind of aloofly, actively, ignore any offer of help.
Is that
Nice.
30 feet about there?
It is,
Yeah.
but it's about a 90-foot drop. Well, no, a 70-foot drop.
So it'd be like
So you
That
could
would
jump to the
be-
second one and jump
No,
down again.
use cloud joint. My giant ability, teleport 30 feet to a place you can see.
Well, it's not really 30 feet because
No, it'd be
3D
like
isn't
there.
represented on these 2D maps. So, but yes, you can easily make your way down. And the 15-foot drop at your size isn't going to hinder too much. So after dropping a smaller cliff face or two, and weaving around by the old stone steps that seem to be even older than this premises, you make your way down just as the boat pulls up to the harbour. Yourselves and Lord Farron eagerly get on the boat, and he's thanking Perseus again and again that he's taken him from this vile situation. And he keeps going, I was only needed to protect my family's legacy. He keeps saying protecting his family's legacy. As you sail out, away from the coast, into the deep and the dark of the sea, out towards the west and south, and then slowly circle back around into the same cove where all the poorer fishermen and traders occupy and make the docks their home.
I'll let Percy and Larry know about the nest in the cellar.
Could have burned the
I
place down.
figured there'll be something.
How do you phrase that? Or do you
I
do
will
it
express it.
magically?
I will use those terms. There's a nest in the cellar. Infestation.
Well, rats, says the fucking fisherman who's, I've forgotten his name.
Parker.
Varka.
Vaha.
Yeah,
Vaha.
Varka.
Yeah. Something bigger, more dangerous
Big
again.
white rats.
Yeah.
Another hole.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Deep and dark. But
Well, we shall have to return after we've got Lord Farron here to safety.
So charm person lasts an hour. So you, with the wind behind you, get
Yep.
back into the docks about 20 minutes later. It's not far, not with the wind.
Mm.
And so you, after you get off the boat and settle things up with pay him the extra 5 gold with Varka,
Mm-hmm.
who offers his services in the future should you need it.
Well,
He will,
absolutely.
You've got about half an hour with Farron while he still remain charmed.
Come with us. We'll take you to our safe house.
I was thinking, can we get
there
to the
must be specific
bastion?
questions we need to ask him first. Yeah, like or even en route while we're on the boat.
So
We'll lift him
the
in our carriage.
the bastion's easily a half-hour walk, and you're not getting a carriage at the Serenite. So
All right.
Yeah, question
It-
him on the walk back to the bastion.
I mean, like
In
if
the
we
boat
run,
even, yeah.
if it runs out, we'll just fucking tie him up and fucking interrogate
We
him.
could have been questioning him in the boat, yeah, because that's 20 minutes. That's
no,
20
you have all the time to question him.
Yep,
It
we
just-
have plenty of time. Let's do it.
But it's like, what does Varka know? Because you've asked it with him in earshot.
I was about to say, we're not going to delve too deeply on the boat.
Yeah.
What do you mean by legacy, Fallon? I mean, your deeds are many.
Yes, but my progeny are few. I've one daughter who's to marry well. That will not continue my name. I have 2 sons, an idiot and a wastrel. I have to make sure the family's finances can outlast an idiot and a wastrel. It's trying on an old man.
What
Try it, I might.
What are your sources of income then that you're attempting to set up?
Well, I oversee some of the incoming and outgoing from the docks in this area.
Mm.
I make sure everything runs according to plans. Everyone's paying their various taxes, whatnot. And I'm just, it's not quite enough.
I
So
quite
I've-
understand.
I've made a little deal with them. I made a little deal with Mr. Stonefist down at the Dockers Union to maybe, between ourselves, just move a little bit of the finances towards my interests and my accounts. And
Oh yeah. Well, why do you think we're here? We're here to help your investment, help his investment.
Well, Stonefist is a little a difficult man to negotiate with. He's all very proper,
Mm.
Doesn't like any coercion or pressure. So I've had some friends that have approached his underling. I don't know what he is. A little shit of a man called Marlowe. I think Marlowe is a little bit more susceptible. So Stonefist, and he taps his chest where he has the letters. If Stonefist isn't persuaded by these stirring words, I think Marlowe will have to take over. But don't you worry, and he'll tap the side of his nose. I've got friends.
Is he talking about this in front of Vaha as well?
Now we've decided this is outside of the boat.
Yeah, so this will be on the dark streets of the docks.
Yeah, that's what I
Which are
wonder.
not entirely empty, but you're out of earshot.
Very interesting. Well, you can rely on us, I guess.
I don't think my friends will rely on you.
These friends who are visiting Mr. Stonefist, they wouldn't happen to be pale. Paler than any of us. Nocturnal, maybe.
He'll raise a finger to his lips. Say, shh. You know them?
We've met one or two. We've had our dealings ourselves.
Well, you know there's coin to be made here. Power to be gained.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like I said, it'll secure my family's legacy.
Mm. No worries, mate.
Lord Farron, if I may, what did these pale mutual friends of ours offer you coin for?
Well, in fact, they offered me gems. Well, favors, I suppose. A little knowledge of how our city works, about how our government works. Nothing dangerous. You know, we'll survive. Just
Names, perhaps?
here and there. Well, give us a persuasion check with advantage.
No, one of my dice fell off the table. Oh, there. Oh, thank God for that advantage. Persuasion, that's 20.
Well, I suppose I probably shouldn't be saying this, but sorry, I'm gonna have to look this up.
Ooh, I just asked a really good question if you're going to look it up.
There is a lady over at the Merchants Guild, you know, the people that control the trade for the entire city. Her name's Gwyneth Vance. There's also another gentleman. I've never met him, but Vance is referred to him as the broker. I believe he's part of the guild as well. I believe there's some interactions here and there. I know Vance, of course, being given my position in the city. There's money to be made, especially with sucking on the teat of the Merchants Guild.
Kinky.
There's a gentleman, Mr. Stonefist from the Dockers Union, has been helping me bring in weaponry to the city for the last month or two. And
Have we asked him how he met these fucking white elves?
No.
Yeah, but I reckon I know how.
Or if anyone introduced him to him?
I reckon Silent Blades.
Or else they've shown up in his basement and charmed him.
and then there's of course, Mr. Hale, who has
Hale.
organized and set up this whole thing.
There you go. I was right, Silent Blades.
It was Mr. Hale who suggested we speak to you, to begin with, in fact.
Hell of a guy.
Yeah. You're in good company.
Well, he's a bit of a common man, but at least he's got his head strapped on.
Strikes me he has a knack for the winning team.
Well, I'm glad he does. And glad to be a part of it.
Mm.
As you approach the gates to Precinct 13, you can start to see him twitch a little. You can start to feel the magic fade from him.
Yep.
As he crosses the threshold to this place, you can see the magic finally dissolve. And as he's walking out in front of you, as is his manner of doing as a lord, he suddenly startles, jerks his head around to look, and in horror kind of realizes what has happened and what he has said. Panics and starts to flee into the...
I will
Yes.
grab
I
him.
was about to say, I want to grab him. As soon as he goes to run away, I want to just grab him.
And as all your arms lay on his person, we'll end it there for the night.
Yeah, cool.
I wanted to have like a final word and be like, you'll be staying with us for a while, Lord Farron. And then end it there.
Yeah.
Fair.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll leave it there. Pick it up next week.
Thanks,
Good
Gav.
shit, good shit. Thank you.
I mean, that's the smoothest kidnapping I've ever
That's the
experienced.
smoothest anything that's ever happened to D&D.
That was
I
a
was
killer of a
planning
chance.
this session
You guys
to be
fought
just
those
one combat.
fellas. You guys fought those two fellas and just killed them instantly. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And like, we just fucking snuck. I did a fucking social spell that worked. That's never happened before.
Yeah,
And I have a
that's
DC
correct.
12.
Yeah.
DC
We killed him
12.
quietly as well. Which
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
the fact
you
that these four over here
stealthily
never
killed
noticed.
them. Fucking 8-foot Goliath.
He stealthily
Incredible.
broke open the door as well. I was not
Yeah.
expecting.
Fucking bust the door down. Fucking giant
Doesn't really
bust the door
spread
down and
to
nobody
everybody.
noticed. Incredible.
Well, the two on the roof, the only two that noticed.
Yeah, that was.
The four outside in the courtyard didn't hear a fucking thing.
It was the invisibility spells that got him.
Yeah.
They do
those
help.
guys. Those guys had rolled really well on stealth, so you couldn't
Yeah.
always kind of see them exactly. But
Yeah.
they were not invisible, and they didn't roll particularly well on their perception.
I know my familiar had missed them because I saw the dice, but yeah, it's yeah, clearly.
That was brilliant. That was funny.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, no, well done, fellas. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, thank you, Gav. Yeah, it's
worries.
satisfying to have things go smoothly like that. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
sorry for like what I'm assuming what we messed up was what was going to be a very big initiative and a very big fight.
Well, we shouldn't have been so goddamn successfully sneaky.
Yeah, I had planned it to be like this was going to be a big mega battle.
It's fine.
So cool.
We can have
Yeah,
a
no, I
big
enjoyed
mega
it.
battle
It worked.
when the drow realize that we've taken this guy back to our stronghold and we have to defend it against them.
Oh god, yeah, Bastion defense like
Hell yeah! Just saying.
Might get a few more sessions out of it, Jed.
Yeah, sure.
I did my best to drop in as many of the names and organizations as possible to extend it.
Oh
So,
yeah, I've got a long list of people that we need to look more into now. We've got 2 tunnels to explore.
Yeah, caves. That is a
And the
very
other thing was,
easy fucking thing to extend.
you didn't. So the Vigilant Eye were the other guys who were the. If you're the CIA, they're the FBI. So they're the internal affairs of the. So there's been no contact between you and them yet.
No.
You're not even sure if
You're right.
they're aware of your existence or how cooperation might work. So yeah, there's a few things to do. There's a couple of open ends. I would, because I've nothing planned from here on out. I'd like, in a day or two to get or over the weekend to get a suggestion of what you might do next week, so I can have something prepared.
Yeah.
Because all the other shit I had prepared didn't
What?
assume.
It's
the
as a
vector
result of the shit
of
show that
entrance.
didn't
I
happen.
vote
Yeah.
cave exploration. 'cause
No,
Yeah.
you were
pretty easy
you were
to-
gonna get it first, as in the idea was you took a look at the Dockers Guild and you
Mm.
took a look at the blah blah blah, and then Farron came out. So if I can get some idea,
I mean, next session
True.
could literally be Bastion Defense. Like, we take Farron back to our home base, we interrogate him. While we're interrogating him, suddenly we're attacked in the night or something.
yeah, but
Or else,
interrogation only
yeah.
takes a day, so I'd rather a little bit more of a plan than that.
Oh,
And
like interrogation, and
does
then we
this
go
guy
and
have
ask
any
more
knowledge that
people.
they care about? Like, they might not give a shit if he spills the beans.
They may just want to wipe him off the board like they did.
Yeah,
other
but
people.
if they don't care what he tells us, then it's no point.
But I need to plan
definitely wanna go
more
back to
than
his,
just an attack.
Yeah.
maybe go back to his manor. Go check out his manor, see if we can loot.
Yeah, I think that was what I'd intended. Is we'll go back to his manor the next day.
Hmm.
Keep rooting around,
Maybe
dig deeper into.
explore a bit of that fucking area.
So my hope is to get a sense of the greater plan that the Deep Elves have for Verdun and disrupt that. Maybe disrupt what organization and hierarchy they have in the city. I know that they're organized into kind of semi-autonomous cells.
The other
But
thing
then,
is, right,
yeah,
is they've had free reign in the city, killing people, no pushback, not losing any people. Now they're starting to lose people. The more people they lose, the more wary they will become to send people in.
Good.
You know, you can't. Yeah, exactly. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So then we want to really
Yeah.
fucking go out and find where they are and hit them
Kill
in
as
their
many of them
homes.
as we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if we take out, if we like war of attrition kind of thing, keep dwindling their numbers down, eventually they'll
Guerrilla
start
again,
focusing more on us. They'll start
Hell
being like,
yeah.
okay, they're a serious threat, so we won't even need to go to them. They'll come to us.
yeah, we're attracting attention.
Yeah.
Counter guerrillas, yeah.
I mean, we already had one assassination attempt on us when we were
Ken,
getting back from the pub.
I would have loved to have like filled that hole with some sort of way to burn them all up. With make some heavy smoke or get mud magic that you can dig into the water. You know, open up a
Traps or
fucking
something.
channel.
That's something I think is probably available to us. Not entirely sure what level it's at, but
We can
yeah.
flood it and send Jamie down with his fucking breathing.
I don't know. Do you know what it is, Jed? It's manipulate rock. I think is the one that
Yeah,
manipulates
shape.
rock and mud.
Shape Earth.
Shape
Yeah,
Earth,
yeah.
Or, Erupt Earth, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, just literally, you could just open up a, you know,
Mold
fill it
Earth?
with water.
Yeah.
Can't remember on.
Mold Earth is dirt or stone that you can see in range, 5 foot cube, yeah.
Now,
Alright.
admittedly, the lake probably wouldn't be enough to fill, you know,
An entire underground civilization.
What, are you going full fucking Goblin Slayer up in this bitch?
flooding
Oh,
places, mate.
he's going full genocide straight off the bat.
Yeah, that's what I mean by Goblin Slayer. He wants to flood like someone with a
It's our
lake.
version of a nuke. If I could, mate,
Nah.
I would go to. I'd have a gate spell set up at the ocean and
Be
just
back in a
open
sec.
it facing downwards
Alright,
into
go.
one of those holes.
See, you mentioned nuke. You do realize that we have half of a black hole already in our pie.
What?
Yeah, but
All,
I'm not
all we
fucking-
need. I was about to say, all
blow
we need is
myself up with a bag.
all we need is another a bag of holding or a portable hole or one of those things. Because if you chuck either the haversack in one of those or one of those in the haversack, it basically makes a black hole to the astral plane.
Yeah. I've had it happen in another game recently. Yeah.
That's like a last ditch, motherfucking.
Well, that's like you chuck the bag inside another bag and then chuck the bag so it's not in your hands.
It's like I'm fighting Orcus. Let's
Oh god.
For example.
He
Send him
killed
to
he
another
killed us in
plane.
our first campaign that I did. The first campaign I did in 2020.
I mean, yeah, it is only a 10-foot radius, but yeah, it's
I mean Orcus, the god of undeath.
yes, I remember Orcus of Undeath
Yeah, he killed the fuck out of us all.
on life.
Okay.